and welcome to my channel, and I am Stephanie, and this is the Finish the Book tag. The Finish the Book tag I saw over on Remembered Reads, and as she was going through some of her answers for these questions, I really enjoyed it and thought, hey, why don't I do it? It's almost like a stats video or a tell us how you do things video, so I figured it'd be a good thing. I mean, I'm hashtag adulting, and I figured you guys haven't seen this in a while to know how I do my bookish type things, how I every month I'm able to give you guys stats and things like that. So, hey, here's a book tag revolved around that. Question number 1 is, do I keep a list of books that I have read? So, if you haven't watched my 1,000 books read celebration, go check that out over there and find out that I have read 1,000 books since 2012. I keep a Goodreads list and have been on Goodreads. Goodreads is a sort of a reading site or tracking reviews site that I use very prevalently now because I have BookTube and I read so quickly, so it keeps me on track. And Goodreads says that I've read 1,000 books. Question number 2 is, if I record stats, which I do, which stats do I record? So I record what books I have read. I try, and this year I'm going to try and sort of do a breakdown of the different genres that I've read. I also keep tally of which books are reread books and which ones are new books to me. I track which ones are audiobooks and which ones are ebooks. I don't read very many physical books, so that's in there, but it's not really in there. I also keep track of which books I'm reading because they are ARCs or advanced copies from authors before release. And I also keep track of their star ratings. So if I DNF it, if I give it 1 star to 5 stars, yeah, all of that. I keep track of all of that. Now, question number 3 is, do I give star ratings for the books? And if so, how do I score them? So, as I said, I do give star ratings. I go off of the basis for the Goodreads website, which is 1 to 5. And my breakdown, I am realizing, is that my default is usually a 4. I have so many 4-star books, and that's because 4 stars to me is that I really enjoyed the book, but I'm not going to necessarily rave about it and be like, yo, you need to go see it. You need to go read it. You need to get that in your hands, which is my 5-star books. And it's not a 3-star book where I'm like, I could take it or I could leave it. Yeah. So that's sort of my breakdown. And then 2 stars are books that I was like, no, but maybe it could be for someone else. And 1-star books is just, I had to give you a rating, so it's trash. It was trash. 1 stars are trash to me. And then DNFs are just DNFs. DNFs are usually books that I didn't finish, but at the same time, I didn't necessarily want to rate it because I didn't get far enough along to give it a star rating. Question number 4 is, do I review books? Yes, I do. I have been on BookTube for 3 years now, and I initially started doing very specific videos for book reviews, and I've now evolved and switched that to like weekly reviews because I'm reading so many books per week. There's no way that I would be able to do a video review for each and every book, and it's too overwhelming to do only the monthly wrap-ups at the end of the month. Going over 30 books for one video would be just crazy. So that's why I do weekly videos, so that you guys can see the books, I can talk about the books and rave about them, or, you know, diss them based on my opinion, you know, things like that. But yeah. Number 5 is, where do I put my finished books? So most of my books are either listened to in digital audiobook form, ebook, or, yeah, that's about it. Because all the books that you see on my shelves, they're signed copies. I don't actually read them. they're signed, personalized to me. For the most part, they're all personalized to me. There are a few generically signed books that I own, but most of them are Stephanie. Whatever the catchphrase is, or whatever the author decided to write to me, a personalized note, or, you know, sayings or things like that. So, yeah, those don't usually get read. No. Mm-mm. Question number 6 is, how do I pick my next book? So I'm a very emotional reader. So picking my next book is always based off of, what do I need to read? What arcs are due coming soon? And since I can read up to, let's see, I've read 5 books at one time before. And that was like 2 in ebook form, listening to one in my car on my phone, listening to one on CDs, and then listening to one on my Kindle Fire. Yeah. It really sort of, I don't, it's all based off my schedule of what arcs I have that I need to read. Yep. And then even then, it's like I can switch back and forth. This is a good way, good tip, if you're thinking about it, on how not to get into a reading slump, is to go ahead and start like 3 or 4 books. But if your mind can't do that, then I'm sorry for you. But also try and treat it like a television show. Question number 7 is, do you have any other rituals for when you have finished a book? So when I finish a book, I didn't bring it down here to record with, but I have a book, sort of notebook journal that I keep all of my weeks straight in, and every week I write down what the title of the book was, who the author was, what genre I'm placing it in, how many stars I gave it, what format it was in, and the 2 main characters, so that I can at least give that much information in my weekly wrap-up videos of what the books are about. Because I give spoiler-free non-reviews, I guess you could say, sort of, I don't really go into the like synopsis of the stories and things like that, so I don't need that in my notes. But yeah, I have a notebook that I carry around with me. It's about yay big. That, yeah, one of those. It's not a full-fledged notebook, but it's not a mini size either. And then the final question is, who do I tag? I don't tag anybody. I just say do it. If you find these questions interesting and you want to put out your opinions on these questions, please do this tag. I think it's awesome. And I would love to hear back from you guys if you did do it. So leave it down in the comments if you did do this tag. As always, if you enjoyed this tag or enjoyed this video, please give me a big thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. Also, there is a feedback form down in the description box so you guys can help me improve my channel. Thank you for watching, and we will see you guys later.